Live from the Connellsville Canteen, it's Late Shift with your host, Sarah Anthony. On tonight's show, Executive Director of the Connellsville Redevelopment Authority, Michael Edwards. Armstrong host, Breanne Michelle. With musical guest, Arctic Glass. Now, here's your host, Sarah Anthony.
Welcome to Late Shift. I'm your host, Sarah Anthony, and we are filming live from the Connellsville Canteen. We have a very full evening for you all tonight. We have Michael Edwards, who is the Executive Director of the Connellsville Redevelopment Authority. And coming up after that, we have Mom Talk with Breanne Michelle. And certainly don't want to go away, we have Arctic Glass, who's coming with music. Stick around.
The history, the sports, the stories, the events. Armstrong local programming puts the focus on our community. Watch to learn about new events or discover the rich history of our area. You can find local programming on your local programming channel and on demand. Want even more? Subscribe to the Armstrong One Wire channel on YouTube. It's our town all the time with Armstrong local programming. One Wire, infinite possibilities.
Welcome back to Late Shift. Everybody give a big warm welcome to our guest tonight, Michael Edwards. Thank you for coming on the show. How are you doing
Nice to
tonight?
meet you. Great. Thank you.
Well, thank you for being on the show. I know that a lot of people have lots of questions about what exactly you do and we're at the Connellsville Canteen. So could you tell us a little bit about what you do here?
Certainly. This is one of the many initiatives that the Cultural Trust has undertaken. And actually, it was about 5 years ago that the Planning Commission approved the construction of the building. But when the casino was getting its license, they had to move the Harry Clark train display.
Okay.
And it's a 25 by 50 foot.
Yeah,
so it was no small,
it's big, yeah.
It's no small feat. And so they actually boxed the whole thing up. There's a group of Amish, and they moved it like a house.
So they didn't dismantle it at all? They
Not at all.
transported the whole thing? Wow.
So it was put on a semi-tractor trailer,
Wow.
brought down the summit. So it really made full circle because it had started up at Normalville.
Okay.
Harry Clark, it was 40 years of his life's work putting that together.
Wow.
So it was donated to the Cultural Trust, and a local businessman, Tuffy Schallenberger, built the building to resemble the old train station that was here in Connellsville.
So they're trying to keep it authentic and everything. That's very nice.
So that is one of the things that the Trust tries to do whenever we're taking on a new initiative, is to tie Connellsville's past to its present. And so there had been a canteen in Connellsville during World War II, where a group of over 800 women met over 600,000 troops carrying soldiers off to war. So they fed them day or night. There was a policeman on the train that was able to call in and let the ladies know, because it was secret because of the troops going off to war.
That's incredible.
So it was a great all volunteer, and at the time, everything was rationed. So
Yes.
the women were able to get coffee and baked goods, and there was even a driver's corps. So if it was a local soldier, they took them home for a couple of hours.
Wow, that's incredible.
Overnight. So it really was quite an effort. So that was one of the things that we wanted to commemorate here.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then we started collecting the stories of all the men and women who had served during the war. So on the walls here we have over 200 of those stories told now, and everything has been donated that's in the canteen. And we do have burial flags, Purple Hearts, Bronze Stars, incredible stories.
It's absolutely incredible to walk around. I've been walking through all the rooms and just reading the stories and looking at the pictures. It's really incredible, and I think it's absolutely amazing that you guys have been able to gather so much history, authentic history, not just a pretend story that's, from someone's imagination, but real, true, tangible stories of people from the area and the history of Connellsville. So it's very impressive.
Thank you. Yeah, we're very proud of this. And recently we received an award
That's
for
incredible.
the
Yeah. So tell us
building.
about it.
So the Pennsylvania Downtown Center is the nonprofit that oversees all of the Main Street programs throughout the state. And they have a program, this was actually their 30th year. They've been in operation, and they have an annual ceremony. And the award that we received was for asset enhancement in the downtown.
That's nice.
So it was from throughout the whole state that recognition came to Connellsville.
So this is a very rare thing. It's not
yes.
something that they just hand out.
No,
That's
it's not.
Very incredible.
Yeah, so we're very proud of that, and we
Yeah.
have that on
And it's here in
display
Connellsville.
Right.
You know?
Absolutely, yes.
So that says
yeah.
a lot. That's very cool. So what are your future plans? Do you have anything else you're going to be doing? Anything looking into the future that we should know about?
Well, one of the things that we're going to undertake is a new comprehensive plan for the city. In 2007 was the last one that we did. So it's been 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
We were able to achieve so many things that were suggested in that plan. And so we're ready to take a second look. And we really do want the community to be involved with that.
I was going to ask, is it open to the public to throw ideas in?
Absolutely,
Okay.
and we will start having public meetings in probably September, October.
Okay, so that's very good information for people at home watching to know that they can get involved if this is something that touches them. They can get involved and have a say in.
Absolutely, and we really do want that, and it won't be just a one-shot deal. We'll keep coming back, and as it's refined, we'll continue to seek public input into that plan.
That's really cool, very cool. So what are some more initiatives that you have with the things that you're working with?
Well, the arts were very important to the Trust when it started, so promoting young musicians. The canteen is actually one of those places where young people can perform, but we also have brought in people from Pittsburgh. So we had a jazz dinner, so we do second Saturday wine dinners here at the
That's
canteen. Another initiative, though, is called the Rural Arts Collaborative. And that's funded through the Benedum Foundation. And we're now in 11 school districts where we put professional artists with the students. And there are actually year-long studies that the teachers and these artists work together with the students.
Well, that's very valuable.
It's
very
great.
valuable.
And one of the ones that we did last year were with students with special needs. And we actually, at the end of the semester, they do what's called a capstone project. So there's always looking for something to be out there. And the project that we did together with those students was displayed at Highlands Hospital.
Oh, wow.
And then it was moved to Uniontown.
What was it?
It was actually the handprints of the students were put together on various canvases, and then that was put together to resemble, it was sort of a tree. So
that's
yeah,
very nice.
So we'll continue to move that around. One of the others is a famous Pittsburgh artist, James Simon, and the latest project they did was to create a ceramic hippo.
Okay.
And it was because in Washington County they have an aquaculture program.
Okay.
So to tie in the hippo with the water. So that was
and I'm
very
sure a lot of people
creative.
don't know that, so that draws
Right.
attention to that fact.
Right. So there's all kinds of, we're going to be working with Calvin Stimley. He's a jazz musician. He is a saxophonist. And he actually donated 30 of his saxophones to the students.
That's
So,
incredible.
yeah,
So there's a lot more going on here than a lot of people are aware of. Now at the canteen itself, can you tell us a little bit about hours and things that people, if they want to come in, what they can do here?
Certainly, that's another great thing. We were able to hire a chef now, so we now have breakfast and lunch, so it's more of a full service.
Yeah.
But it also has a culinary arts training component to it. It wasn't that we were out there trying to compete with our local restaurants. We actually want the students that we train to be able to go into restaurants with some real life experience.
Yeah.
So we start serving breakfast at 8 o'clock each morning. That's Tuesday through Saturday. And then lunch is available starting at 10:30 and until 2:30.
Okay. Very nice.
yeah.
And when they're here, they can eat, look around at all of the memorabilia.
And
Absolutely.
As well as seeing the train
And the
display.
train. which is still mind-blowing that they moved it in one piece.
And we have pictures of that, so you can
Check that out as well.
Yes,
All right.
absolutely.
Well, I've enjoyed having you on the show. Thank you so much for
Oh.
being here with us tonight. Everybody give one more hand.
Hi, I'm Janice, and I'm here to answer all your questions about EXP. First of all, you need to use the TiVo. In TiVo, you set up a wish list, and at a wish list, you type in the name of the actor, and it will record any and all movies by that actor. As a matter of fact, just today, I set up a wish list for the actor, Cary Grant.
Welcome back to Late Shift. Joining us tonight for some mom talk is Breanne Michelle. Hello, Sarah. Good to see you. Yeah, good to see you too. Thanks for joining us tonight.
course.
How have you been?
Well, I'm a mom.
Yeah.
And that basically sums up how I've been. So I dressed appropriately tonight
You
for Mom
totally
Talk.
look like an awesome mom.
Well, I
What's
am
it
an
say?
awesome mom. So my shirt says, check this out, it's awesome. It says, "Mommin' ain't easy." Because
No.
let's be real, it ain't.
No,
It ain't.
it's certainly not.
No,
You
no.
know,
And then I've got my holy jeans
but yes,
because that just completes the ensemble and some cool
sneakers.
sneakers.
because you know you got to be comfortable
Yes, be
when you're
comfortable.
chasing 500 children around.
Yes, and I'm a mom of boys, so I have to be ready to go all of the time.
Yes.
There's no
No
sitting
break.
pretty.
No,
Yeah.
no. Well, that's fun.
Yeah, so it's an adventure.
Yes. So you have other shows, right?
Yes.
Like you're like famous on Armstrong TV.
Basically,
Right,
yeah.
basically,
yeah. The end game here is I want to be on Dancing with the Stars.
Okay. World
So-
domination.
Yes, so I feel like the more shows I host on Armstrong, that just gives me a leg up. And the
Yeah.
more times I mention Dancing with the Stars, they're gonna notice.
They're gonna eventually get the hint.
right? And if I have a big following in Connellsville.
Yeah. It's only you know
Then,
it's just
you know,
the beginning.
it's gonna wrap
So
in the
okay.
bows.
So what are the shows?
Okay, so the first show I ever hosted was called Fun in the Sun.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was Rick's idea. He's the producer, and he's awesome. You know Rick.
Yes.
The problem is I hate the sun. And
So the fun in the sun wasn't so fun.
It wasn't fun.
Okay.
It was miserable. And so we filmed these great fairs and festivals, but I was hot, and I don't like to be hot. So that show fizzled out a little bit.
Okay.
But
Uh-huh.
I still had in game Dancing with the Stars was right there. Like that's
Yes,
my
you got to
goal.
keep it
So,
going.
you got to keep trying. And so we were at a festival, we were at a fair or something like that, and there was a haunted house. And I was like, we should totally do a haunted house, like Ellen
So you like
style.
scary stuff?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Oh, well,
No.
that's fun.
No, not at all. But Ellen, you know, she's also my other goal, Dance with the Stars, and then Ellen, of course. Just to be on the show, not to replace her. or
Why
anything,
not?
because-
Hey, set your heights high.
very
You
high.
know?
That's the plan. But so she every year at Halloween sends one of her producers through a haunted house, and it is
my
hysterical. And I was like, we have to do this. So Jessica, who was also hosting a show, she agreed to do it, and then she backed out at the last minute. It's on footage. It's great.
Is she scared?
She's so scared.
Okay.
So
That
scared.
would be
But
good.
I looked like a complete idiot. Like I fell on my butt at least twice. I screamed at
Oh
nothing.
my
I yelled at people like, I don't like you, and all different types of stuff. So
Tell me, at least they were a part of the act or no? Like the scary house, or did you
yes.
yell at people in the scary house? Like,
well, I don't remember. There was a
It's
lot of
awesome.
adrenaline.
Okay.
Yeah. So we did that, and it was great, and we decided Jessica and I should do a show. So now she and I do a show called Challenge Accepted.
Okay.
Which is a lot of fun, and we do random stuff, and it's really great.
Who comes
And
up with the challenges? Do you guys just come up with ideas?
We brainstorm together. She's really good at coming up with crazy ideas that won't work.
That's
and
fun.
then we figure out a way to do something kind of
Yeah.
similar. So we've done some really crazy stuff. It's been lots of fun, and then I just started a new show that
Okay.
is super close to my heart because I'm a mom.
Yes.
And I have 4 kids. I have
Yeah.
4 boys. And on top of the 4 boys, I have a whole herd. You know, a friend of mine didn't want to have more than 2 kids because he didn't want to have a herd. And so I have a herd. And so I call them my herd. But I have 4 kids. And I also babysit three more.
And boys. And then babysitting
Yes.
3 more. But listen, like the 4 kids is like a lot, right? But then you
Yes.
add the boy factor.
The boy
and
factor.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I have 2 boys.
Yeah.
So I only have half. And I have a
know.
girl. So I have 3. But the 2 boys are enough to like make me pull my
lot.
hair out. Yeah.
It's a
I
lot.
love it though. Because it's all
very fun.
superheroes and Ninja Turtles and
Yes.
Power Rangers and like
Yes.
punch you in the face. It's super fun.
Great. So my 6-year-old has actually started punching his brother in the face.
Like for real, punching in the
Like
face.
literally, he's busted his lip twice.
Does he get him back?
No, so it's totally deserved. Like honestly, you don't want your kids to punch each other. Let's be real. But with boys, that's what happens. And the
No, it is. It's
4-year-old,
unavoidable.
Franco, he's 4, and the kid runs his mouth like nobody's business.
So he's asking for it.
Totally. And Mikhail, who's 6, will tell him to stop, and he won't stop, and he just right in the, you know. And then he'll
Brotherly
ask
love.
Franco, hey, why did that happen? And he knows.
And he knows.
He knows. He was running his mouth. So I've got that dynamic right now.
Uh-huh.
And then Franco.
It's really survival of the fittest, right?
Basically.
Like a jungle.
Yeah,
in the
I don't actually do this, but I can tell you.
Because we're just on TV.
We're
that's it.
just talking. No one else will know. But I've been tempted to tell them to go out back and play the Hunger Games, and I'll see one of them later. You know, whoever wins.
That could work. You know, I know someone who was babysitting children and he couldn't take it anymore, and they were twins, and so his solution was to put them back to back and duct tape them together.
Oh my goodness.
And that way, like they had to, you know, deal with each other, but then he had like hands free, right?
Yeah.
So you could, you know, if you like hit that point,
Duct tape. I've never gotten to that point.
not that bad.
Yeah.
Just the Hunger Games thought.
But we've never done that. We've never done that.
Nor would we.
Yeah, never. But it's a nice thought to entertain. You know.
Tell you what, mom life.
Yeah, mom life's tough. So it's summer, and during the summer, I have my 4 kids, and then I have 3 more, so I have 7 kids, 4 days a week. And so we have a very tight schedule.
So is that how you keep your sanity? You just
Yes.
schedule everything?
Schedule. So every day at 8:30 we have morning meeting, and legit, there's an alarm that goes off, and they all sit around the table like a big conference room, and we discuss the day.
So like, what are these ages of the
Okay.
like this herd?
I will tell you. So I have 2 8-year-old boys.
Okay, so that's the oldest.
Yeah, those are the oldest. So 2 8-year-olds.
So the 8-year-olds are responsible, y'all.
No,
Keep
they're
that in
not. No, they're not. The
Okay.
responsible ones would be the 7-year-old girl and the 6-year-old boy.
Okay.
And then I have a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 1-year-old. 5 boys, 2 girls, and the girls are super girly, and the boys are not girly at all. So,
So is it like a clash, or do they get along?
well, the boys aren't really into Shopkins,
No.
and the girls really, really are. So that doesn't work. But they do play what they call the baby game, which is essentially house, but it also involves ninjas, and
Totally,
you know,
cool.
it's this nice little mesh of things. So that works out.
See, I'm thinking into my future because my little girl is only 5 months right now, so like they don't know what's coming, right?
they don't
They don't
understand.
know. The boys are just in their own little like world with Ninja Turtles, and like today they were Ghostbusters.
Ooh.
Yeah. So when she grows up, she's doing like ballet and baby dolls and dress up and all this and that. If they have any say, she'll be dressed up as like a ninja who hunts ghosts.
So something I really like now, a lot of the TV shows incorporate female ninjas and stuff
Oh,
like
so
that.
there you go.
Like Ninjago is a huge hit at my house, and Nia was a samurai, and now she's a ninja, and it's really cool.
All right. So see, yeah, so my oldest said to me like he was like, you can be the purple Power Ranger. Was there a purple Power? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but was there a purple Power Ranger back in our day?
I don't know.
Because I feel like
wasn't
there's a
into Power
pink one.
Rangers.
Am I right? Crowd? Anybody? Like, was there a purple
Do we know the
one?
color of the Power Rangers, people?
I mean, I thought there was a pink one, but I didn't know about a
There
purple
was
one. So I
definitely
think
a
they're
pink one.
expanding.
Expanding.
I think
yeah.
they're expanding. Anyway.
So my day starts, we do morning meeting. Plan it all out. Then after morning meeting, we do exercise.
You work them out.
Oh, we work out.
I like it.
Because I actually want to work out, and if I make them do it, then I'll actually have to do it because then they remind me.
And you wear them out. That's another trick.
Yeah.
Make them tired.
Make them tired.
Yeah.
So they hate yoga.
Oh, okay.
They really don't like Pilates.
Okay.
But they don't mind doing burpees and squats and all kinds of crazy stuff. But yoga
So the
is
harder
too much.
stuff.
Yeah.
The patience with the yoga is just
They
not
can't do
happening,
that.
but
They
like
can't do that.
really hard, you know. Okay, so cool.
Yeah.
So have you tried like what's like the dance stuff? Like,
Zumba?
Yeah, any of that?
So on Thursdays, because we do something different each day of the week,
Okay.
you have to schedule. You have to switch it up with kids. They don't want to do the
They're
same
not going to
thing.
get the wool pulling over their eyes.
No.
Like, I did this yesterday. We're not doing it again
Second
today.
lady. So on
Okay.
Thursdays, we do different like dances to different songs. So a gym teacher made up a dance to Watch Me that like you do the whole leg whip and nay nay and all that stuff. But then you
Which
have
I'm
to
sure
do-
is hilarious with like 7 kids,
Oh my
8 and
goodness.
under.
And the 2-year-old and the 1-year-old try to
So
do
you
it.
have to film this and let us see this because this could be priceless.
It's pretty good. So we do that, but then you do like jumping jacks and lunges and push-ups and all kinds of stuff. So we incorporate dance there, and then on Wednesdays we do old school hip hop dance workout.
Nice.
It is really cool.
I bet that's also hilarious.
It
to
is
watch.
very funny because the one kid, we'll call him Fred.
Sure,
You
Fred.
know, Fred, because he's not mine. I don't want to,
No.
but I call him Fred. They all have code names.
Sounds good.
Yeah. But Fred is not coordinated and cannot dance at all. And so like there's a little bit of like bumping and he cannot.
He can't do it.
He can't do
so
it
you
at all.
really have to film. We'll like blur out the faces or something.
out the
But
faces.
this would be hilarious. We could superimpose Ninja Turtle faces on.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
They
we
will love it.
exercise every day.
Uh-huh.
We also do reading time every day.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice. Do they actually focus? Or do
Well,
you
they
make
have to
them
read.
focus?
So everybody has to, well, obviously not the 2-year-old and 1-year-old, but everybody has to get a book and they have to read. And if they write a sentence, they get like a prize.
Oh, that's
So
nice.
that's really cool. And then we also have a chore jar, which let me just tell you to all the moms out there, this is a mom hack because your kids get really excited. Like my kids love to vacuum.
Love it. So
Love to
what do
vacuum.
they get out of the vacuum? Like, is it just the picking it out of the jar
Yes.
thing that gets them excited?
Yes.
Like a gamble? Like,
Yes.
hey, what's it going to be today?
There's no prize. No, you
It's
get to
the fun
pick a
of the
stick out of
jar.
the jar. And all of the chores are stuff that all the kids can do. Not the babies, of course, but all the other kids can do it. So they pull a stick and you have to do it no matter what.
Well, that's fun though.
And here's the trick. Here's the thing. So the chore jar is always an option. So if you tell me you're bored, guess what? Go pick a stick out of the chore jar and you have to do it.
So guess what? They probably aren't saying
They
they're
don't say
bored
they're bored.
very often.
Yeah. Other hack, this one's golden. And as your boys get older, you need to know this.
Okay.
If anyone says, that's not fair, 10 push-ups. Right now, I don't even want to play, 10 push-ups.
I like it. So it's like kiddie boot camp
Yes.
with music. And
No, there's no
fun.
music then. Everybody stands around and watches. But it teaches them because it's not fair. It's a horrible concept. You're complaining. That's ridiculous. So
Life
if
isn't fair.
Yeah.
You know.
You have
so
to
you just
learn
do
that.
the push-ups.
Yeah, so 10 push-ups. So that works really well.
All right.
So we're doing that kind of stuff.
yeah,
like that.
lots of hacks. Very cool.
We also have a countdown until the first day of school.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are they getting excited for school?
Yes. Yeah, we actually started first day of summer.
Are you getting excited?
I'm so excited for school. I've been counting down to the first day of school since the Wednesday before the last day of school. So, because during the school year, 4 of them go to school. I only
Yes.
have 3.
Yes.
So
Which
that's
seems like a piece of cake.
you would think so,
No.
but I've got the 4-year-old still who runs his mouth. So it's
Lots of push-ups happening.
yeah, but he likes it. They think it's ninja training. So that works.
Yeah.
But we have lots of fun. They're a good group.
Well, that is fun. It sounds like a lot of fun. I appreciate all the tips. I'm definitely going to try the jar.
The jar
That
is
seems like, yeah, that
genius.
seems like a very smart idea. Well, thanks for coming on this
Yeah,
show with
of
us.
course, of
And
course.
make sure you stick around. We have Arctic class coming up.
Armstrong's Healing Heroes aims to donate 5 dogs to area veterans suffering from PTSD, seizure disorders, and more, in conjunction with Guardian Angels medical service dogs. Here's how to help. Visit your local Armstrong office to make a donation, or go to www.medicalservicedogs.org and choose Armstrong as the designation. You can also mail donations to the address on your screen. For more information, visit us on Facebook. Together, we can unleash the power to heal.
Please put your hands together for Arctic Glass.
This song is called I'm Very Serious About Poetry. Well, back when we would talk about everything that we would think of. Now your face. Keep on dreaming about you. It's not the same as seeing you. And I don't know what it will take to move on. I find myself in pain when I think too long. Just words, put into frame. It's all the same. Just a game.
Was Arctic Glass, and tell us, where can we find some more of your music?
We have a band camp where all of our music is free, and you can also donate there. And we also have links to that on our Facebook and Instagram.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for joining us on this episode of Late Shift, and make sure you come back and check us out with our next one. Thank you.